Hello, this is Sophia the therapist, and this is week 8 in the recording for day 4 or 5. Day 4 or 5. I think it's day 4 because I missed yesterday for real. I had a situation that happened yesterday, and it's taken me a while to process it. It's taken me a minute to process what exactly was going on. So it had to do with a little cute little dog named Bailey. Bailey, the cutie little thing. Shih Tzu. Cutie little thing. Bailey, the cutest little thing. And just as sweet as she can be. Now, what happened was, me and a friend went to visit Bailey and his mom. And her mom. And I love dogs. Love them, love them, love them, love them, love dogs. And I have a dog named Prince Rogers. So, of course, when I saw Bailey, I pet him. I pet him. If I say him and her, don't worry about it. You know what I mean. So I started petting him. Automatically give kisses, give stretchy little head up under the chin, a stretchy little tummy, let it give me kisses on the cheek. And, of course, her mom does the same. But my other friend does not like dogs. And it was really pretty much all she could do to just sit in the same room with Bailey. But dogs being who they are, wanted everybody in the room to give her attention, and wanted everybody in the room, including this other friend who did not like dogs, and has up to yesterday been afraid to be even in the same room with a dog, except for once. Recently, she said she petted a little puppy. But Bailey wanted her to pet her. So she would come and let me scratch her, go let her mom scratch her, and then she'd go to the other friend. But she wouldn't scratch her, wouldn't pet her on the head, wouldn't scratch her, just kind of look at her and, screech every now and then if Bailey jumped on her foot. But kind of just not, being tolerating Bailey, but definitely not celebrating. Tolerating. That's part of this. So as the day went on, we were there about 3 hours, maybe 3.5 hours. It was almost time to go. So Bailey probably, I guess, tried one more time, and his mom picked him up, and we had our bags, and we were about to leave Bailey's house. And Bailey leaned out one more time, and she said, I think I'm going to pet her on the head. I think I'm just going to scratch her one time on the head before I go. And she did. And Bailey was still while she petted it, and then almost hugged her mother. So my friend patted Bailey on the head for about 2, 3, 5 seconds. And then Bailey pulled back and put his head, buried his head in his mother's neck. And it was the sweetest thing. Oh, Mommy, she finally petted me. She loves me, Mommy. Oh, Mommy, she loves me. She finally petted me. And I'm telling you, Bailey had given it his best shot. She had gone and begged, and that didn't work. Went and sat in her seat where my friend was sitting to try to get her attention that way. That didn't work. She just stood up until Bailey moved. She'd go sit under a chair, did everything she could, and nothing worked. Nothing worked. It wasn't until my friend decided she was going to pet Bailey right before we were leaving that anything actually happened, that she actually decided herself. Nothing Bailey did could change her mind or influence her to pet him. It wasn't until she decided to pet Bailey that she actually did. For Bailey, it was all that he wanted. All she wanted was for me to, for my friend to pet her. All I wanted was for you to pet me. And once she did pet him, it just meant the world to her. So, me and the other two women, we were trying to chop it up because we all saw it, we all witnessed it, we all lived through it. So we knew that it was something more than, like there was a deeper meaning to what we saw. Okay, I want you to think about it for a minute, and what do you get from that story? And I'm going to come back with the next video, and we're going to decipher. We're going to decipher what happened. All right? This is Sophia the therapist. See you next time. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise.